There are no strings on me.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Connor, your primitive AK here, back with another video for you guys today. If you're watching this on stream, congratulations, you get first-hand look at the patch notes for update 1.22 for Modern Warfare Season 4, which includes some brand new notes, including some changes over to Warzone and multiplayer, and some new content, DLC weapons, and DLC maps. So let's start off with the big thing that's going to be added over to Warzone, and that's going to be 3 brand new in-game events that are actually going to be happening. These are not live events like Fortnite, don't get it twisted. Hopefully that's happening in the near future, but that's not happening in this case. So the first one is what's known as a jailbreak. So when a jailbreak occurs, all players that have been eliminated will be released back into the match when you're waiting for your 1v1 in the gulag or have been relegated to a spectator. Now you'll have another chance. So this is basically like a get out of jail free type of card. So this is apparently these randomly happen throughout the match. It doesn't really give too much description on when these can happen. It just says it can happen at any given match without advance notice. The next event that they added is a fire sale, which is an in-game event that temporarily discounts most of your items and a buy station up to 80%, or even gives items out completely for free. So you're telling me that I can get free UAVs out of this? That's essentially what I'm getting out of this. You can get free items or extremely heavily discounted items. I'd like to see how this works, because cash is kind of hard to come by nowadays. Your boy is poor. Next up, we got a supply chopper event, which is basically going to bring a I guess a non-lethal chopper on Verdansk. It says it has a lot of health, will require a few rounds of bullets and a rocket or two to bring it down. It does not shoot at you, it will not kill you, but you have to make sure that while you're distracted, enemy teams don't take advantage. Once you destroy the supply chopper, it will drop high quality loot for players to pick up. So basically this is going to be a huge chopper that's going to be, think of it like a Pavlo that doesn't shoot at you, that's going to be flying around the map 24/7, and it's going to have a ton of crazy loot, ammo, supply stuff, and anything that you need in Warzone on that chopper. So whoever destroys it first is the one that actually gets the loot. So that'd be pretty interesting to see how that works in Warzone. Let's see, they got a bunch of other stuff here. Contraband contract system, which have a chance to spawn after a previous contract was completed. If you see the contraband briefcase, hurry up and collect it. Once you have it, take the designated helicopter extraction located to call in the helicopter. The player carrying the briefcase must deposit it into a helicopter drop bag to complete the mission. If you kill a player carrying this briefcase, you can steal it and complete the contract for your team. Be on the lookout for them on your TAC map. So this is basically like a super advanced contract that you can get in Warzone, if I'm getting this properly. It's basically an upgraded version of the regular contract, with a permanent blueprint reward. That's actually really interesting. I'd have to check that out for myself and see what it's like. But for the big one here, we got 3 brand new events. Once again, jailbreak, fire sale, and supply chopper. 3 pretty cool events. I'm really excited to try out fire sale. I think that's going to be the one that a lot of the community is going to be excited for the most. For the playlist update, we got Baracket Promenade has been added to Ground War. I'm assuming this is Promenade from Warzone. We'll have to check it out to see exactly what this map is, but I'm assuming that's what this is, Promenade from Warzone. Like I said, the update's not officially out yet. It drops in another 2 hours from when I'm doing this commentary, but I'm assuming that's what that is. We'll check it out once it actually releases. We got Trench Mosh Pit 2v2, don't care for it. We got Scrapyard 24/7, brand new multiplayer map, and Blueprint Gunfight. I don't really play Gunfight, but if you're into that kind of thing, you got blueprints there as well. For Warzone, your featured modes are going to be quads, trios, duos, solos, blood money, and Warzone Rumble. Warzone Rumble is a brand new mode in Warzone. 2 teams of 50 parachute and battle it out in various areas around Verdansk. This mode is high action, high custom loadouts, vehicles, and quick respawn. So this is basically 50v50. I was a huge fan of this game mode, and I'm very happy to actually see this introduced into Warzone. 50v50 is definitely going to be a really enjoyable game mode. I'm curious to see if anyone's going to be able to get a 30 bomb on this one, because as far as I know, this is actually a respawn game mode, so very similar to Fortnite's 50v50. If you played that before, you'll kind of have an idea of what this is already. So the download size itself, It doesn't specify in here, but it's going to be roughly about 44 gigabytes for PlayStation 4. Some general fixes: they fixed for some players not receiving their Season 3 emblem. They fixed a few dev errors here. They also fixed a bug where the ghost perk was not hiding players from the heartbeat sensor when viewing the kill cam. I noticed this happening in Warzone a few times. Fixed an issue where players were unable to activate a nuke after getting the appropriate number of kills. The fact that this was even a thing in the first place is actually kind of hilarious, but regardless, it's good to see that fixed there. Moving on, they got a fix for a bug with the 4th operator mission. Talon completed 2 Warzone plunder matches was not tracking as intended. They fixed a bug where neutral hardpoints were appearing yellow instead of gray. I noticed this happening a few times. They fixed an issue where some players could find long wait times when attempting to load into ground war matches. That happened to me a few times as well. A few map exploits were fixed. They fixed a few officer challenges, the white health regen bug. They fixed an exploit where players could sometimes call in duplicate UAVs. I didn't even know that was a thing, actually. They also added new weapon perks to the specialist bonus. This is huge, guys. All right, the bonus earned after getting 8 kills while specialist is active now rewards you with frangible disabling, frangible wounding, more money, recon, heavy hitter, FMJ, presence of mind. So this is a huge buff. For those that don't use specialist bonus, what it actually did was it previously gave you sleight of hand as a perk on your gun, and it gave you I think it gave you 1 other proficiency, and that was it. Now essentially you're going to be getting all of these extra proficiencies with the actual weapon when you hit 8 kills with your specialist or 7 kills with hardline. So we'll probably visit this in another video since specialist is actually buffed. So this is huge, guys. I don't think people realize how big this actually is. The big kicker there is FMJ for specialists, so definitely don't sleep on this. This is going to be huge. Try out specialist bonus. I for one am definitely going to be trying this out. They also fixed a bug where players were unable to perform executions on some elevated surfaces. Fixed to help prevent an issue where players were unable to move before the match countdown timer completed. They fixes to help prevent against black graphical corruption issues that some players were seeing. Fixed an issue for the cause grip tape not appearing properly on the base M4. They also improved stability fixes for PC. Fixed to help prevent issues with voice chat as well. They also lowered the ammo count for reload warning on belt-fed LMGs, and they also fixed the bug with the HDR and sleight of hand where actually reloading would not give the ammo to the player. Didn't notice that happen, but apparently it did. New weapons and updated blueprints were actually added to the loot pool of Warzone, ground loot basically. So they added the Fennec, the CR56 AMAX, Renetti, and more. So for those that are not aware, the Fennec is the new DLC weapon that was added to Modern Warfare. It is basically the Vector. And the CR56 AMAX is basically the Galil, which is added. They're just basically renamed there. They also fixed a bug where recon contract could spawn inside an ammo supply cache, making it unstable. After completing contraband mission and calling the extraction helicopters, players could shoot the helicopter without receiving hit markers, and the helicopter would remain on screen indefinitely. They fixed a few bugs where players were able to drop their weapon in Gulag. I don't see that as relevant, but okay, glad that's fixed. Fixed an exploit where players were able to duplicate self-revive kits. Didn't know that was a thing either. Who would have known? And Spec Ops changes, which nobody really cares about, but if you want to read them, patch notes will be in the description of this video. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am insanely hyped for this specialist buff here, guys. This is the biggest one for me this entire season. This is finally going to give me a reason to use specialists more. I was just using it for fun, but the fact that they basically added it here is definitely a much welcome change in my opinion. But overall, we got a lot of great changes. There's going to be more content in season 4 that I didn't discuss in this video, so if you guys want to stay up to date on that, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and jump into some gameplay. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Carnage, Primitive AK, signing out. Peace out, fellas.